As we get closer to the end of the year, 2026 has proven itself to be the best year of horror. If Hokum didn't have your attention by the beginning of May, Obsession demanded it.
Have you ever actually flirted with Nikki?
I'm gonna go get some shots.
I'll come with you.
When a music store employee buys a supernatural bauble, the One Wish Willow, he wishes for his friend Nikki to love him more than anyone else in the world. Yeah, let's see how that's so not going to blow back in its face. Welcome back to the channel, folks. Gothic here to tell you why you should check out Curry Barker's Obsession. You know, I've always avoided films that had a lot of hype behind it when people are saying, oh, you must go see this. It is must see in theaters, absolute best, which, I like going to the cinema. But usually with something with a hype like that, my anticipation for the film, my stakes for it are raised super, super high. And for the most part, I go there and it's absolutely terrible. It's like it didn't live up to the hype. Boy, was I sure freaking wrong when it came to this movie. I should have seen it in theaters. We're also going to try not to discuss spoilers here in this review. So, warning for those beyond this point, just in case. Go see the movie. Obsession feeds into that slow and unsettling kind of horror for the majority of its runtime. It's very reminiscent to the demonic possession films of like Paranormal Activity. It has that weird slow burn and those really, really creepy moments that just settle in and you're looking all over the screen wondering what's going to happen next, what's going on. A lot of that can be contributed to Indy Navarrete's performance as Nikki Freeman. The moment when Freaky Nikki starts coming out after the wish has already been granted, it's all become super unsettling. And just the way how she just smiles at Bear, it's inhuman. It's almost like there's no lights on within there, or there is something in there while the real Nikki is being hidden behind whatever void she's been forced to fall into. Match that with the breakaway moments where it feels like Nikki has regained control of her autonomy, only to be jerked away. That's where I feel like the true horror lies in this film. Nikki has no control over herself. She has no consent over the love that's been given to her from Bear. She's essentially a slave of sorts to this coward of a character. Which, speaking of that, we need to talk about the other lead of this film, Bear. Bear, as we all know, is a coward in this film. He tried to ask Nikki out, but couldn't even stomach to do that. He can't even confront his other friends, who are also pieces of work themselves, ranging from, on a different scale of just, kind of how trashy or just kind of how manipulative that they can be. Not everyone is squeaky clean in this, which I really do enjoy. There's really no one in this film that is squeaky clean outside of maybe the father to Sarah, played by Andy Richter. I really like that. Conan O'Brien has started getting into acting, and now Andy Richter is getting into it. Side tangent aside, let's get back to the film. I definitely do feel, though, that, again, going back to Bear and how he acts around his friends and everything, it all escalates really, really fast towards the final act of the film, the last 10 minutes, where secrets are exposed and faces are caved in. Obsessed Nikki reminds us, and Bear as well, that this is all his fault. And I like that. I like that Curry Barker kind of throws that out there, that we wonder when Nikki does take control and when she doesn't, when Freaky Nikki comes back. And I kind of feel like that's a moment in this film where both are possibly in control. It is all Bear's fault. Bear could never man up and ask Nikki out. He couldn't be very much confrontational towards anything. He definitely avoided everything. And the hard pill to swallow, definitely not foreshadowing for what's coming towards the end of that film. But yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow for him. And as we watch this film, we're all like, God, just communicate. And that's the thing. No one communicates in this fucking film. Like, really, they don't. I'm just going to go out here and say this, but I think this is the best modern horror film that depicts domestic violence. I think this film is going to go down as a classic in horror cinema. Probably 5 years down the road, we're going to be discussing this film alongside other classics like Rosemary's Baby, The Shining, and The Stepford Wives, and other horror films that have tackled this subject material. I give Obsession a 4 out of 5 stars. What are your thoughts on Obsession? I still hold Hokum at the #1 spot for the best horror film of the year, but Obsession comes in at a really nice second spot. Again, this is a great year for horror and I think independent filmmaking. I know that we kind of feel definitely in the last couple of years that the genre and the industry have lost their shine, that it's all become stale, but I don't know. I think if we keep making really, really good films like this, something that actually does feel original, that doesn't require a reboot, a sequel, whatever, extra homework and everything, I think then we're going to be in some good hands. What do you guys sit there and think? Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.